Hi everybody and welcome to Unwind Design. Today we're going to be making a really cute painting of some oranges and yellows. It's going to be an evening sky with a tree and a couple of birdies in love. So we're going to be having our canvas in a vertical sitting space. So we are having it vertically placed. Then we are going to have our towel. Make sure that you also have your colors. Today we're going to be using yellow, red, black, and white. And we're going to be using 3 brushes. We're going to start by using the large background brush, a detail brush, and a round tip brush. So getting started, we're going to begin with our large background brush, and we're going to pick up a little bit of water, and we're going to be putting that in the corner of our yellow. We're going to be bringing in this yellow and getting that mixed in really well. The reason we do this is so that we have plenty of clean yellow left over. We pull out our yellow and make our mixtures around the paints. So again, we have more of a pure color left over. We're going to also use this to soften up the color. The softer the color is, the smoother it spreads out, nice and creamy on the canvas. So we're going to get a little bit of this yellow, and I'm going to go from one side to the other with some of this patience. Okay, remember to have that. We want to be sure to be patient with our brush. We take care of our brush is going to take care of us. And we're going to be going from the bottom up. Again, picking up some more of this yellow, going from the bottom towards the top. And we're going to begin to use this brush from side to side. If you notice right here, I'm not really painting very well. It's kind of got some spaces and white showing versus this that's really full of yellow. So that right there is telling me that it needs more paint to fill in all the spaces inside this canvas. So we're going to go from side to side and we're going to be working that up. Okay, there we go. And we're going to, again, work this all the way to the middle. Once we get to the middle, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Once we get down to that middle, we want to make sure we get some of this yellow and put a lot of it right in the middle section. See how mine looks super shiny? It looks like it might have glitter, but it's not. It's the water shining on the canvas. So what we're going to do is we're going to go nice and slow with that yellow side to side. And then without cleaning off our brush, we're going to pick up a little bit of water and we're going to start to pick up some of this red, again, off the side. With this red, we're going to begin to do the same thing that we did with the yellow, but instead of starting from the bottom, we're going to start on top. And we're going to begin to bring this red from the top, little by little, we're going to start to bring it down. Again, if your paint looks rough like this and you have a lot of white holes showing, get a little bit more water, mix it into your red, and that should soften it up enough to cover all of those little sections inside. So again, side to side, side to side, nice and slow. Side to side. And hopefully your yellow is still wet. If your yellow is still wet, notice mine is still shiny. When I bring in this red down towards the bottom, it's going to start to create that orangey effect as the colors mix. So again, start from the top. If you want to go just one way, go from this side to the right, or if you want to go from the left, from the right to the left, you can do that too. What side are you comfortable with? Or you could do both. And again, you could wash off your brush. We're going to come in with a little bit of this yellow. And we're going to start from the bottom, heading off towards the right. And there we go. Once you're done with that, you're gonna want to pick up a folder and dry it. If you have a folder or a book, you can come in and just start to dry that. Or you could pick up your canvas from the sides and start drying it that way. Or if you're like me, you could also use a fan or a hair dryer. There we go. From here, we are now going to come in and we're going to begin to pick up our round tip brush. Okay. We're going to get a little bit of this water. And again, I'm going to mix it right in the corner of my black. I want to make sure that this paint gets nice and soft. And we're going to begin to mix it to create a nice soft black so that it flows easily right over here. And we're going to start by working on our tree on the right. It's very easy. It looks like it might be a little hard, but it's not. So you're going to put your hand on half of your canvas, and on the top, we're going to get our brush and we're going to make a letter Y. Doesn't that look like the letter Y? It's just a little curved, right? I'm going to bring this brush and stretch it. And I'm going to make 2 more Ys. Here's another one. The top one's a little bit longer. Towards the left, we're going to do 1 more. And there you go. Next, we're going to add some leaves. Okay, let me show you how to do these. So our leaves are fairly easy. You're going to get your pointy round tip brush, and we're just going to lightly press and start to lie down our brush, and then we're going to lift it up. And look at that. Super cool because our round tip has a point. And you're going to do another one lightly and then press hard and then lift. Again, this side, you're going to go lightly, press hard, and then lift. And that's how you start to get all these really pretty leaves. I'm going to add these leaves on the tip of my trees. I don't want to add a lot though. Remember, it is fall, and in fall, we have a lot of our leaves falling off of our trees. Okay, our trees are getting ready for winter. So we're going to pick these brushes up, make little leaves, big leaves. Not all of them have to be the same size. We're going to also pick up some of this and put it maybe even on top of the branches too. Maybe a little bit more overlapping on those branches. And there we go. Next, we're going to make another tree towards the bottom. And we're going to get some of this black. We're going to press. We're going to curve. And there we go. Look at that. And from here, we're going to do the same thing. Let's make another Y. Curve down and up. If your branches don't look exactly like mine, it's okay. Remember, everybody has their own style. And your style is just as cool as my style or your friend's style or your neighbor's style. Your painting does not have to look perfect. Perfect does not exist. Remember that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can add less, you can add more. And you know what? I want to put another little branch here. Why not? And we're going to do 1, 2. Maybe I'll add the third one. And there you go. That's basically it right there. From here, we're going to create some little birds, okay? So for these birds, I'm going to zoom in and show you how I'm going to make them. Starting off with our little bird on the right here, we're going to do a little circle over here. And then on this side too, a little circle. Okay, and there we go. Make sure you leave a little bit of space below. It looks almost like two little eyes. Okay. Below, we're going to be adding the body. So we're going to do a little oval. And you can add a couple of feathers. Maybe even some wings down here. Same thing on the other side. We're going to do an oval on the other side. So they look like they're both facing the middle there. And from here, I'm going to also add some of these feathers. And down here as well. And then finally, to finish these little birdies, I'm going to put my green brush away. Make sure you wash it so that we don't have to clean it later on that much. And I'm going to get my detail brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of this black. And I'm going to give them a tiny little beak. Here's one beak. Here's another beak. Then we're going to do little legs underneath. Next, from this tree, we're going to bring a little line. And we are going to make that not all the way to the bottom, okay? So we want to make sure we leave enough space. There we go. Once I'm done with this, I'm washing off my little brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of red. And with my red, I'm going to draw a heart. From here, I'm going to pick up a little bit of white in the same detail brush. Even if it's still got red, it's okay. And I'm just going to add a couple of lines to these trees just to create that highlight. You can add a little bit of a line in between these leaves. You can also maybe even add right here, hidden in the background, you can do almost like a little moon. No, the moon is starting to show. If you want to get extra creative, you can also add a highlight next to your heart. And you can add just a couple of dots to start showing that we have some stars in the background. After this, you're going to pick the color of your choice and you're going to sign your painting because we are done. Thank you guys so much for painting with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. This is such a cute painting and I'm super excited to paint with you guys again. Bye.